we were doing a show with Sam on Sunday called Any Given Sunday, which was straight after the Sunday Footy Show for an hour. And it was literally a show with no running sheet. Gary would come straight off hosting the Sunday Footy Show, and then the three of us would just absolutely make it up as we went along. What it really was just a platform for Sam to do whatever he wanted, and he was properly hilarious. So that show only went for 1 year with us on it anyway. I think it went with Nick Malloy might have done it afterwards, but only went for 1 year with us on it. But it was great fun. And then obviously all this noise came about Ed going and running the network in Sydney, so he wasn't going to be the host of the Footy Show anymore. And at the time, and this is, again, on all of my children, I said publicly, so it's not even a secret, I said, Gary, who I think's enormously talented media performer, he should be the host of the Footy Show, and he'll do a brilliant job. He's been on it for 20 years anyway, or however long it was, 15 years. And so I said, it's just a no-brainer. He goes in and hosts that show. It won't miss a beat. I never, ever thought about being involved in it, to be honest, because I just thought, there's no spot for me. He's the man. He and I are great mates. I knew he'd do a great job. So, for me, it was just an easy Ed out, Gary in. Anyway, so there was a lot of speculation that it'd be the two of us, but I couldn't really see why. Anyway, I remember being called into a meeting at Bendigo Street at 9, and I thought to myself at the time, you don't need to kick me in the head. You don't need to tell me personally that I haven't got the job. I'm totally across the fact that I haven't got the job, and I'm totally supportive of Gary doing it, So I wasn't worried at all. And I almost thought as I'm driving into this meeting, just ring and tell me, or you don't even need to do that. Just announce him. It's, you don't owe me. You don't owe me anything. That was my thinking. Anyway, so I turn up and I'm sitting in this sort of waiting room area, and inside Gary, Tim Cleary, who was the producer of the show, I think Jeff Brown, I can't remember who it was. Anyway, the bigwigs. And all I remember was being a bit filthy, cause thinking, why are you you don't need to humiliate me in person. Just tell me. I'm easy with it, Anyway, so I walk in expecting them to say, look, we're going with Gary. And I'm like, no worries. Anyway, they said, righto, so you two are doing it. And, we need to start working out what we're going to put around you. And I'm like, what? No one had said a word to me to that point. And, so when I expressed that to the people in the room, they were blown away. They're like, but surely you knew you were doing it. I said, no, mate. I honestly thought Gary was doing it. And, I believed strongly that he should do it. So it was all a bit weird at the start. But then we started doing it, had a few rocky sort of moments early on, but it quickly found its feet. And the reason I love doing that show, mate, is I love the blokes I worked with. Those Sam and Gary, Bill, Croft, mate, they were brilliant people to work with. And the staff were great too, Brent Williams and Tim before that. The blokes that ran it were great. So it was great fun every week to turn up for 2 hours and do live television with blokes as good as that. And we had a ball.